So if things come up that you didn't get to address, which can happen, right? That you make sure that within a very short period of time, you give yourself maybe even a couple hours, you then write down. And now with AI, it's really good to have that for that ability, which we wouldn't have had a few years ago, to summarize the meeting and then actually pick out points that you want to then jump onto and put your POV in, your point of view. So I think there's ways to bookend it, before the meeting, during the meeting, certainly talk, and then after the meeting. There's also a lot of techniques that introverts leaders have shared with me that they use. Like Pat Waters is somebody as an HR leader who I always love getting ideas from Pat. And she said one of the things that she does is self-monitor, and she's coached other introverts to do this. And that is, if you have an idea in your head and you're kind of thinking about, well, maybe I shouldn't say this, you're kind of forming it perfectly, or you're trying to just get it out there. If you hear it in your head 2 or 3 times, it means you need. I think also if the organization is very, skewed towards sort of pandemonium, if you will. And I'm not putting down, enthusiasm. There's a lot of times extroverts that think through their mouth, right? So they're talking and they're talking. But there is something to be said, isn't there, for good facilitation? So I think sometimes we, and introverts included, need to push back on leaders who are letting the meeting get out of control, because that is not a conducive environment to hear from. Could be half your group, right, who is not speaking up because either they're intimidated or they just, not feeling that there's space. So putting in some structured techniques where we go around, hear from each person, we build that into the way we get the meeting going and working well. It's like, fine tuning a car. You can't just have it go all over the place. You have to have some direction. You have to have some focus. And I have seen meetings really fall apart. We probably all have, when the leader lets it be taken over. But yeah, I'm laughing, but that can happen. Have you noticed that with marketing? That can happen a lot with the enthusiasm.
Yes, 100%. One of the things that your book taught me that is so powerful, and I want introvert leaders to get this, especially when it comes to meetings, is most extroverts, like you said, wing it almost all the time. 90% of a meeting that you walk into, if it's full of extroverts, they're all winging it.